Hi everyone, I'm Catherine, and I'm going to go over 3 ways that you can step more deeply into your authentic self. So let's get into it. Step 1, spend more time getting to know yourself. This one's super important. For me, this there is no getting into your authentic self without getting to know who you are. It just doesn't work that way. And for me personally, getting to know myself is getting quiet and still and connecting with nature and doing yoga and meditating, because the more I quiet my exterior world, the more I'm able to really get into myself, hear my own authentic thoughts, not anybody else's, not anybody else's perceptions or projections of me or how I should be being thrown onto me. It's just me, connected to my higher self, hearing the guidance of my higher self and bringing me back together to who I really am at my core. That is really crucial to being authentic. Um, that's really it. I don't have a lot more to expand on that one. That one's short and sweet, very simple. Um, Number 2, I have be aware of yourself. This one has been very difficult for me. I had always thought I'd had a really good sense of awareness of myself. The more I got into nature, into yoga, and that kind of stuff, the more I realized I haven't been that aware of myself. There have been many times where I have been, I want to say aggressive. I have had moments where I've been more aggressive than I thought I was being, or more abrasive. Um, Things like this, the more authentic you are, the more you spend time getting to know yourself, the more you realize, like, oh, I came off a little bit more harsh there than I intended to. This was what I meant to say, this is what I actually said, and this is what that person heard. You have more awareness into that kind of stuff when you are more aware of yourself. Crazy how that works, right? The more you're aware of yourself, the more awareness you have. It's wild. Um, And then the biggest thing, oh no, hold on, let me go off on being aware of yourself. I have one more point in here. When you are more connected to who you are at your core, the more aware of your behaviors, the more aware you become of you'll start to have that little bell that goes off when you're in situations when you realize, like, I'm not really being myself here, or I'm not really being myself with this person, or in this situation, or at this job. Um, you start to actually realize these things, when before you kind of just like put it off. You would feel the resistance inside yourself and kind of just be like, oh, like it's just hard sometimes. This is just difficult. It's the way it's supposed to be. When it's not the way it's supposed to be, it's resistance within yourself, because you are going against the grain of who you actually are. That's not how we're supposed to function. That's not right. You're doing yourself a disservice by ignoring those feelings. So start to pay attention and have that level of awareness that, oh, I'm not actually being myself with this person. How do I correct this? I'm not actually being myself at this job. This job doesn't serve me. How do I correct this? Where could I go that encourages me to be more authentic with who I am, that encourages me to step into myself and loves me for being me, and doesn't encourage me to continue being this inauthentic self? How do I step away from this? What do I do? These are questions that you have to ask yourself, so you can really recognize where you're at when it comes to who you're presenting yourself as and who you actually are. Don't just put yourself in a box to fit in. Connect inside, so you can realize who you're actually being through and through on a daily basis, through all the moments of your life, through being alone, being with others, being at work, being with your loved ones. You are a different person in all of those situations. Who are you actually showing up as? That's very important. And then once you start to gain more of that awareness, step 3, or the third way, that comes along with this, all of these points are really interconnected, but it starts from the top down. They spend more time with yourself, then you have a deeper level of awareness of yourself, and then you need to commit fully to who you are. Commit fully to yourself because you deserve it. You deserve to show up in this world as you are. Because you exist, you belong. I got that one from a yoga teacher that I absolutely adore. Because you exist, you belong here. You belong here. She says that a lot, and oh my God, it's very comforting because it's so true. You wouldn't exist if you didn't belong here. So convincing yourself that I don't belong, I don't fit in, I really don't get along with this group, but I'm going to force myself to because something in your head makes you feel like you need to fit in. You don't. The more aligned you are with who you are, the more you commit to yourself, and committing to putting yourself with other like-minded people, people of a similar energy, or people that exude the energy that you want to bring out in yourself, the more you align with yourself. That commitment needs to be there, though. If you don't commit, if you're half-assing your life, you're going to get half-assed results. That doesn't make you happy. That doesn't make anybody happy. Half-assing stuff does not go full spectrum. You need to commit fully to who you are. Commit to developing relationships that really fulfill you. Commit to a job. If that's what your path, commit to a job that makes you happy, that you can find some level of fulfillment in. Commit to, let's see, I have written down here, do not settle for being less than who you are to make others feel comfortable. That's really huge. If you're, again, putting yourself in a box because you feel like if you step into who you really are around everybody that you encounter, that you're going to make somebody uncomfortable, then those people are not for you. If people don't encourage your authentic self, if people don't love the light coming from you and want you to stuff that down so they can feel comfortable, those are not your people. A life shift needs to happen to really step into your authenticity. I have never made like YouTube videos talking about this kind of stuff before, but this is a journey that I've been going on, and I've lost a lot of friends. I have a very high vibe tribe that I met when I was in a very low vibe place, and I absolutely adore these people. I moved across the country, had absolutely no friends, no family, and I found this group of people, and I was overwhelmed with the amount of love that I was met by. I felt like I was very unworthy. I didn't believe that I was good enough or worthy of them in my life. I got scared, discouraged, didn't believe in myself, had zero confidence, and I sabotaged myself and ran away because I believed I couldn't do it. So I'm here in Texas. They're all in California where I was at that time when I met them, and it was, I want to say it was a regrettable decision to leave, but I would not be where I am right now. I would not be this person right now if I hadn't sabotaged myself and run away from them. Because it's taken me 3 years to come to that conclusion and be like, I thought I didn't deserve them. I thought I didn't deserve the love that those people gave me. I felt like I didn't deserve to even be in California. I felt like I couldn't do it. I convinced myself of all these negative stories. I bought into all of them and I bailed. I bailed. I got scared. I didn't know what love felt like, and I thought I didn't deserve it. I chose a very, very emotionally painful journey instead of staying with people that really loved me and learning how to grow with them. So instead of choosing to suffer, you can choose to believe in yourself, to commit to yourself, commit to your journey. And if people love you and encourage the light that comes from you, and they want to support you and help you be who you really are, trust them. Love them the way that they love you. Because people like that are hard to find. I'm going to make myself cry. But it's true. If people are committed to you in a genuine, authentic way, don't question it. Don't run away. Just accept it. Sit with those feelings if you have to sort through them because they're triggering. It's okay. If that is uncomfortable or unfamiliar to you, that's okay. Just because you don't know how to process the love doesn't mean you're undeserving of it. Commit fully to who you are. Commit fully to the love that you deserve. Because we are all here for a reason. We are all here to serve a purpose. And love, of all things, is the answer. And it starts with learning to love yourself. You cannot be an authentic you without loving who you are, and without knowing who you are, and without being aware of who you are. So before I start bawling my eyes out, because I miss my friends, I hope you take something from this. If you have any comments, questions, by all means, please leave them down below. So those are my things. To recap, the 3 ways to step more deeply into your authentic self is spend more time getting to know yourself. Get out in nature. Do some yoga. Really, the biggest thing, carve out some time for yourself. Carve out some time for yourself. If you're not doing that and constantly just going, trying to make that money, pay those bills, whatever, that is not what you're here to do. In the grand scheme of the universe, who gives a crap about paying bills? Did the dinosaurs ever do that? I don't think so. Did they have taxes to pay? No. We still have these obligations so we don't go to jail. Don't compromise yourself in that way. But carve out some time for yourself because you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve the effort. You are worth it. Okay? That is important. 2, be aware of yourself. Be aware of how you are showing up to your own life. Who are you being? Who are you bringing to the table? Be aware of this. Okay? Commit fully to yourself because, again, you deserve it. Be gentle with yourself. Have more love and compassion for yourself. If you were someone, think of yourself as someone that you are responsible for taking care of. Kind of separate yourself in your mind sometimes in that way. As if you were a child. If you were a child that you were responsible for taking care of, would you think twice about the way that you feed yourself? Would you think twice about how much you sit in front of your TV? Would you think twice about going for a walk and spending some time with yourself or not? All of those things are essential. Do you deserve those things? Does the child inside yourself deserve to have healthy food and healthy meals? Does the child inside yourself deserve to have walks and time outside? Does the child inside yourself deserve to sit in front of the TV all day and be unproductive? Not that productivity is everything, and we do deserve those breaks sometimes, but if you're doing this every day, if you're sitting in front of your TV, Netflix binging every day, that is not healthy. Do you deserve that? Commit fully to who you are, because you are worthy of love, because you are a divine expression of the universe wanting to experience itself, and you do yourself a disservice by not showing up authentically. Let's open this one up for discussion, okay? All right. I love you guys. My heart is wide open. I love you very much. Have a great day. Namaste.